Let's move over to the NASDAQ. Moving over to the NASDAQ on the monthly time frame, you can see again on the monthly time frame, if you didn't believe ES was bullish enough, then you should definitely believe that NASDAQ is very bullish, because there's literally no sellers at the high, right? The NASDAQ finished at the absolute high point, which tells me that there are going to be buyers up at this level as soon as we open on Sunday, right? I'm anticipating maybe a gap up or maybe a quick push down and then pulling right back up into the month or into the next month or the next week's candle. The monthly time frame, however, just analyzing it as a candlestick, higher low, higher high, aggressive pullback into the CE, very healthy pullback as long as we didn't break these lows, which we did not do. We held the CE of the previous month's candle of August and then rallied above it. This is a very, very bullish sign. And honestly, like I don't really see them stopping, to close the monthly candle with 9 days left in the candle. We come down to the weekly time frame, however, and we look and see the same thing. We trade back into less than 50% of the previous week's candle. The lower we go, or the lower we go into the previous week, my thesis is that we're finding we have to dig deeper to find more buyers. The higher we go into the previous week's candle, meaning we don't have to go that far into the previous week to find that amount of buyers that can bring us higher. The market's barely pulling into 30% of the previous month's candle. Right? If you just take this fib and you just say, okay, what is 30% of the previous month's candle, right? You can see right at the top is exactly where we drop, right? Where we pop from. We're barely pulling into 30% and we're finding buyers. That is a very bullish trend, and it's one that's going to be very difficult to short. So if you've been finding yourself getting smoked on the shorts, maybe don't, right?